Today, we're going to talk about decimal place value. Now, this is something a lot of people, including myself, tend to just gloss over as if it's some pop-up ad on YouTube, but this is important stuff. You don't want to end up like this one submarine engineer who messed up his place values so badly that he made his submarines too heavy and they couldn't come up from the bottom of the ocean. Like, they were literally stuck there. Now, this S-80 submarine weighed 3,426 tons. So, as a reminder for us to never forget our decimal places, let's use that number for our example. So 3, 4, 2, 6. And as a review, this 6 over here is in the ones place, this 2 is in the tens place, and then the 4, the hundreds place, and finally the 3 is in the thousands place. So as you write them out as numbers, this is 1, and then 10, and then 100, and finally 1,000. Now going from right to left, what is the relationship between all of these place values? They're all multiplied by 10, aren't they? So we start at 1. 1 times 10 is 10, and then take that 10, multiply it by another 10 to get 100, and finally take that 100 and multiply that by 10 to get 1,000. And you can keep going and multiply more to the left to get 10,000, 100,000, a million, and so on. So now let's take a look at this 3 in the thousands place. It's not just a regular old 3, isn't it? It is 3,000. Since we take this 3 and multiply it by the place value, 1,000, we get 3,000. Now how about this 4 in the hundreds place? Again, it's not just a 4, it is 400. Since 4 times 100 is 400. Now moving on, this 2 in the tens place is 20, and this 6 in the ones place, well, that's actually just a 6. Now, what do you think would happen if we added all of these numbers together? They will equal to 3,426, and 3,426 is our original number. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Right? So let's make things even more exciting now and add in a few decimals. So this right here is called the tenths place, and this is called the hundredths place. And finally, this is called the thousands place. And let me tell you a trick I use to remember these. So all of the whole numbers end in the letter S. So we have our ones, our tens, our hundreds, and our thousands. They all end in the letter S. But as for the decimal parts, what do they all end in? They all end in the letters THS. So we have tenths, hundredths, thousands, 10,000s, and so on. I just pretend that I have a lisp, and then it sounds like I'm saying it correctly. Now, do you remember the relationship we established between the place values as we move from right to left? They get 10 times bigger, don't they? So this will be the same for our decimal places. So what number times 10 becomes 1? That would be our fraction 1 over 10, wouldn't it? And now let's do the same thing going to the right. What number times 10 will become 1 over 10? That would be 1 over 100. And then what number times 10 will be 1 out of 100? 1 over 1,000. So as we can see, all of our place values, if it's for whole numbers or for decimal parts, get 10 times bigger as we move from right to left. So starting with the tens place, we would have 2 over 10, and this will be from 2 times 1 over 10. And then moving to the right, we would have 8 over 100 from 8 times 1 over 100. And finally, moving again to the right, we have 7 over 1,000. And this is just from 7 times 1 over 1,000. Now, how would you write these fractions as decimals? Well, the first one would be 0.2. And then moving on, we would get 0.08, and finally 0.007. And now if we add all our decimals together, it would equal to 0.287, which is our original decimal part up here. And there we have it. You are now an expert on decimal place values, and the world is once again saved from sinking submarines. So just to do a little summary, each place value gets 10 times bigger going from right to left. And remember, whole numbers end in the letter S, and the decimal parts end in a THS.